Hi, I'm Alexz. I'm one of the book bros, and today I'm going to be telling you a little bit about the story called Reload on fanfiction.net by an author called Case 13. So the story Reload, it's a Naruto fanfiction first of all, and it's about Naruto and Sasuke, and it's a time travel story. So what happens in this story is them waking up the day that they joined their Genin team, and they have been doing this over and over and over again for the last thousands of years. And so this is them after they've already gone completely insane and done everything they possibly could, just trying to enjoy their lives and explore the continent. And it's really interesting this way because it really explores the areas that you normally don't get to see in the story and fleshes out a lot of just unrelated and unmentioned topics. So some of my thoughts on the story is, it's honestly one of my personal favorites. It is a story that I can continually go back to and reread and just enjoy immensely. It takes the themes of Naruto, of like action-y fights and these crazy awesome ninja powers that they have, and it just sort of goes crazy with it and like adds a lot of realism. So you go through it and you see them acting much more adult in much more adult situations, and have a lot more of that complexity and intricacy that you don't really get in the main story, where the main story is just the bright fights. But in this you get those bright fights, and then you also get an in-depth analysis on all of the reasons why they were doing these things. And so it just makes it so much more interesting to me. So my rating for this story is pretty meh, even though I love it so much. So for the plot, I'd have to give it about a 2 stars out of 5, because the main plot is that they want to go to a ramen festival and they can't. And so that's the main plot. And as at the end of the story, they have not yet reached the ramen festival. So I can't say that they really, the main driving plot is that, interesting. So I have to give that a 2 out of 5. The subplots, however, are a 5 out of 5. Because the things that they do and the situations and all the stuff that they encounter on the way are absolutely phenomenal. And the character development through those subplots and those arcs, it reveals a lot of what's happened and how they've changed and how different they are from the people you recognize from the show. And so that I'd have to give a 5 out of 5 on character development. The writing, the editing and all that is on point, and I don't have any issues with it. But what does bring down the score is the fact that it's been quite a few years, at least 8, since it was last updated, and so there's only about 13 chapters. So I can't really give that anything more than like a 1. Like the writing's okay, but there's just not a lot of writing, is the thing. But from what is there, is very top-notch. So it's a 1 star on the amount and probably a 4 on the quality, if that makes any sense. The foreshadowing and the plot holes, I couldn't really find any plot holes, and any that are there would probably be because this happened before the show finished. So anything that's unexplained or is explained later in the show and is different in the story, that would be the cause of that. And I can't quite think of all that many, at least in ways that I found, disagreement with or I didn't like. So I'd say that's a 4 out of 5. So overall, I'd give it like a 3.5 out of 5. Personally, still one of my favorites, because I don't mind that whole, there's only 13 chapters to enjoy. I just enjoy the heck out of them. But that's my overall rating, 3.5. And I'd recommend this to anyone who's watched Naruto and just wants like a little bit more, or really cares about getting to know the characters and being like, oh, they could have done all this stuff and instead they didn't. This is one that you might really enjoy. Yo, thanks for watching. If you liked this, thank you. If you didn't like it, I agree. If you have a comment, keep it to yourself. If you don't have a comment, just spew your thoughts down below, Bye.
Always gonna use that one now.
Bye, Egg.